Welcome, soul friends, to our Facebook knowings. I wanted to thank you all for the brilliant questions that you've sent to us. And though, of course, I can't answer all of them, I wanted you to know that I do see them all. And I'm sending you great love and the most radiant light.
Chris, this is from Marcelo, the Brazilian, who lives in Copenhagen. He says, I've been living for many years away from my parents, and I'm seeing them start to enter into an age that's very fragile and where they have health conditions. I wonder whether I'm running away from karmic responsibilities by building my life elsewhere. Is it okay to distance oneself from a closer and frequent relationship with one's direct family?
I think that's a very important question in this world, because very few of us actually live now and have our families in the same town as our parents. So hello Brazil, hello Copenhagen. You know, karmic relationships have nothing to do with space, but you've asked me a very, very serious and important question. Of course your parents would say, why aren't you home with us? We need you. And so that pulls on our heartstrings. It also pulls on our sense of guilt and our sense of responsibility. So I can see why you're a little bit unsure whether you have the right. So let me say to you, you have the right to live your life, to go to the next octave. You are not your parents. And in fact, you're not just their child. You are their soul friend. And you are the next octave, the legacy of your parents. So there is a way out, dear friend. And that way out is, it's important for you to connect with them, whether that's through writing them letters, whether that's through calling them every week. But beyond and at the base of it all is using spiritual language to connect with them so that they can feel you. And here's how you would do it. Here's the way out. Ask them what color they need from you to feel your connection and your love. And close your eyes and ask them that question. Allow them to give you the answer. Blue, green, red, yellow, whatever color it is. Draw that color from the cosmos down through the top of your head into your stomach, your solar plexus. This is the seat of the emotional body. And laser it out to them through that avenue. And just allow that energy to go to them. As you do that, you'll feel them connecting. And they will feel it. Time and space have no power over the frequency of light. It's very important that you extend these energies to them. And also that every time you think of them with love. If you have some guilt, maybe that you're away or that you argued with them because you disagreed about something, again, you can rebalance that with light. And when you call them on the phone, tell them that you love them. Tell them about your family, about your life, and so that they can be a part of it, because that's what they want. They want to be a part of your life. And that is much better than actually being in each other's presence. Love has no boundaries. So give them your blessing. Give them the highest and best energy from you. And this is all that's required spiritually from you and from us all.
Chris, this is a great question from Christine Jansen, and I'll give it to you in 3 parts. How can sexuality between couples become more meaningful and deep?
Oh, that is a great question, Christine. We all need to learn how to use our sexual energy in a way that encompasses our hearts, encompasses not only our sexual part of our body, but our whole body, our whole consciousness, our emotional energies. Now, I want to say at the beginning that I talk about this in one of my books, which is called Feminine Fusion. And I give an exercise there. It's called the yin and yang breath. And it is amazing. If you begin to do that while you're making love, it will trigger that cosmic kind of orgasmic energy in all the cells of your body. When that happens, you immediately become one being because you're breathing together. And so it doesn't matter if both partners know how to do it or one partner knows how to do it. You can either follow the other's breath or you can breathe together. Either way, the yin or the yang breath will bring the energy of sexual energy. And by the way, sexual energy is the closest energy to spirit because it's how we got here. So when couples begin to realize that they want to use their sexual union as a way of touching their hearts, not just as a way to release energy or to get through something, to emotionally attach someone, but rather to deepen it so that we know each other in new and brilliant and soulful ways. This takes us to the next octave of our relationship. I am in hopes that all couples will begin to have this conversation together, because this is what creates the kind of relationship which will allow our marriages to last for a lifetime. And the second part is,
can you suggest a special ritual for couples?
well, that's what I was talking about. Using our breath, coming to our sexual union from that perspective of a tantric kind of energy, but not a mental energy, rather a spiritual energy. An energy in which you can laugh making love. An energy in which you give all of yourself, so that when the foreplay begins, when you begin to say, yes, let's make love, you shift your energy to say, as was said in a movie recently, I see you, I know you, I connect with you, so that the lovemaking is different every single time. It encompasses the whole being. And when you make love with all of your heart, with all of your consciousness, with all of the cells of your body, it brings about a different kind of relationship that is available to all of us. Yes, and the third part is?
What is your idea about relationships and spiritual growth?
I would say that the purpose of relationship on this planet is spiritual growth. No one who is your blood relative or your sexual partner is a stranger to you. All sexual partners have been your lovers, your parents, your children, your enemies, your friends, your teachers, in many, many incarnations of the soul. And so it is very important to recognize them in all of these categories so that you orchestrate relationship in new ways that bring about a new sense of self. Relationship allows us to learn the lessons that we have chosen. What I mean by that is you have chosen all of your partners. Remember that a one-night stand energetically will last within your auric field for 3 days. The echo of it, the emotional imprints of it will last for about 9 months. So there are no such things as casual connections. Each person is going to move in past your defense mechanisms and touch you emotionally, spiritually, physically, mentally, from the depth of your being. And so look at each partner or your partner from the perspective of the soul. And sexual energy will become the delight of your life.
This is from Pernille, and she says, I was once in a seminar in the beautiful mountains of Switzerland with you. You did a meditation with us that was for the pineal gland, but it also specified other areas in the head, behind the eyes, and deep in the nose. I found that extremely effective. Would you do a repetition of this?
Oh, wonderful. You're talking about the endocrine system and the way that I've showed you to rebalance your endocrine system. And this comes from a CD and a DVD of mine called The Ageless Body, because the endocrine system is the threshold between the physiological body and the spiritual light body. So let me go over those. I would be so delighted to do that. You know, I am coming to Switzerland in 2012, the last couple of days of August and the 1st of September to Zurich. So hopefully I'll see you there. Here are the points. The first one, we use the third finger, which is the fire finger of the body. So it gives the energy when we touch the body, when we touch these areas. And first, right at the bridge of the nose. This touch goes directly through the membranes into the pituitary gland, which balances and extends many of the hormones that affect our agelessness. So that's right here. The second one is the hypothalamus, and that is between your eyebrows right there. The hypothalamus balances the waters of the body and therefore the emotions of the body. It's not technically an endocrine gland, but it controls all of the endocrine glands. So this point between your eyes is very important. And the third one is, as you were talking about, is to the pineal gland, which is our inner vision. And the pineal gland, again, is what triggers that recognition within the brain of what time it is in our lives. So we want what time it is to be the time of youth, of juice, of that energy that supports our life. So look those up so that you can do all of the endocrines, and I would recommend doing them every day. You can do them while you're doing anything else. You can even do them while you're driving. Okay, what color does my hypothalamus need at this moment to come into perfect physiological function? And then just through your fire finger, suck that energy into that part of your body, and it will stimulate through the power of light the balance of your endocrine system.
Chris, this is a question from our friend Edith Schreiber-Wicker, and she's saying, a certain spot in this world keeps calling me. Do you think what we have to do in life is connected with a certain geographical place on the planet?
Oh, I love that question, and hello, Edith. But of course, when something calls us, whether it's a human, whether it's a place, we have a relationship to it. It is a place that we have unfinished karma. And that might be a wonderful karma. It may be calling us and saying, if you come here, then you will be successful. Or you will be able to tie something up. You will be able to open some aspect of yourself that has been covered up, that you have not utilized yet in this lifetime. It could also mean that by going back to that place or living in that place, it's going to activate something in you that needs to be tied up so that you can go on to the next octave of your incarnation. Remember that the purpose of our lives is the evolution of the soul. So there's something that speaks to you there. And there's no doubt but that all of the planet is sacred when there is one place that's calling to you. It's sacred to you. You may have a gift to give to that place. It may have a gift to give to you. So I think it's very important to go to that place and go with this kind of openness, as if it were a person. What frequency of light do you need from me to come into perfect balance with me and release any old karma? So begin that meditation. Begin that cosmic spiritual exchange with that place. Even if you're not there, you can do this so that you begin to align with it. You might want to give a gift to that place to say, and here's my gift to you, so that we can both be free. But I would take that as a message from your own higher self, saying, come to this place and something new will happen for you. That will be not only a gift to you, but remember that your life and your experience alters the experience of all other humans. And that dance of relationship is not only a dance with people of our own species, beings of our own species, but it might be with the earth, with the sky, with the nature of that place. So link with it and embrace it to set you both free to move to the next octave and the next purpose of the incarnation of your soul.